Good day to all. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the alarm operation on Control Client. After event and alarm rule configured on the web client, you can handle the detailed information of the event and alarm, view the linked video, and manage the related information and so on. On the home page of Control Client, we have two modules for alarm operation. One is Alarm Center for handling real-time alarm information, and the other one is Event and Alarm Search. The Alarm Center module will display the real-time alarm information from the managed resources such as motion detection, video loss, and video tampering alarm, and so on. You can check the alarm details and view the related video and picture if configured. For the Event and Alarm Search, the platform provides the statistics and analysis results of the historical events and alarms for you to have an overview and further applications. You can also search the historical events and alarms by setting different conditions to view the details as required. Alright, let's start from the handling real-time alarm. You can select an area from the drop-down list in the top left corner to display alarms of the selected area. I will choose all. Click Latest Alarm and you will see the latest alarm details with alarm name, priority, the time, the source, area, and the triggering event. And also we have some operation options here. The priority of alarm has been defined on web client. Alright, so it's high because the admin user who added this alarm information defined it's high. So that's why we can see it's the priority high has been defined on web client, and the source is the resource that occurred the alarm. And if you need less options displayed in the column, you can click this option to customize, okay? And if you want to mark the alarm are important or need further operations, all right, you can click the mark. If you cannot find these cute icons, maybe it's because that you have set your own operation column here, all right? So after mark this alarm information, it also helps to quickly find this alarm information here. All right. If you want to check the related video, you can click the alarm name. All right, click and you will see a pop-up window with alarm information displayed. Except the related video, when alarm happened, you can also do some operations. For example, edit the priority to other, maybe medium or low, or sort the alarm information into a category, it's true or false, or maybe to be acknowledged or to be verified. I will try false, all right, and tap the remarks if needed. For example, this is a false alarm. After all these operations, you can choose to acknowledge the alarm or forward the alarm information to other users for acknowledgement. Okay, so you can tap the admin maybe and forward. And also you can click alarm output control to enable or disable the linked alarm outputs if you have set linked alarm outputs in the alarm rule. For example, if a sounder linked to alarm rule, when the alarm is triggered, you can turn on or off the sounder. So alright, that's all about the operations on pop-up image. I will try to acknowledge this alarm information. Click the alarm name to check the related video and picture. You can also perform some operations like pause, fast forward, and single frame, reverse playback, and go to alarm time and live view and stop. This is the location on the map. And one more thing, when we talk about the monitoring side, we said that when there has alarm information happened, all right, you will see that has some different when there has alarm status happened, And also, if there has map, you will see that the camera icon on the map will also turn to red color to remind you that there has alarm information happened. Let's wait for seconds. All right, just like this. Let's go on with the alarm center. All right, we've checked how to acknowledge the alarm information one by one, but if you have alarm information needs to be acknowledged in batch, then you can click all here, and you will see the acknowledge alarm option enabled. Click and edit the priority and category to acknowledge the alarm. So medium, K2, okay. So for each time, up to 100 pieces of alarms can be acknowledged at a time. So after the acknowledgement, that you will see that you will not see the alarm information displayed in the alarm center. Then later on, you can search them in the event and alarm part. All right, and here we have a view of alarm monitoring. So if you need to check the live video of alarm camera, then click view alarm monitoring to check the live video and footage. All right, so preview and playback. Okay, display settings. By default, the alarm are displayed with the aggregate by name, which means that the alarms with the same name will be aggregated to one item to be displayed, which can shorten the length of the displayed alarm list. It is usually used when there are a large number of alarms and you need to pay attention to some specific alarms. So this is the mode that we are performing. And if you do not prefer this one, then you can choose tile by time, but you have to, switch the user or restart the control client to take effect. So I prefer the aggregate by name mode. All right. For the alarm configured with the pop-up window, a window will pop up. But if you need to check the pop-up window, don't forget to enable here because it is disabled by default. For arming control, so you can accept, enable, or ignore or disable configured alarm rules of the selected resources. After accepting or enabling one alarm rule, the current control client can receive the triggered alarm information from the alarm resource. But if you choose ignore, for example, ignore this piece of alarm information for 1 hour, then the control client will not receive or display this alarm information in the latest alarm. So let's try. So maybe for 1 hour and save. All right. So you will not see this alarm information displayed in latest alarm, but you can still find them in the ignored alarm. All right. And here, if you want to accept this alarm information, check the checkbox and click accept. All right. So when you have new alarm information, then they will still be displayed in the latest alarm. And also we have some settings for alarm, like we mentioned in the monitoring part. Click set. And the page will jump to the system alarm center. You can set the position for the pop-up window as to stick to the center or follow the last position, because by default it is stick to center. But if you want to edit or maybe move the pop-up window to the left or to right, then you also want to keep this kind of position, you can choose follow last position. All right. Related content, which means that all right, this is a pop-up window because we checked the enable. All right, acknowledge. All right, and related content. So first, you can choose to display the related video only or map only or both, just like the default settings here. So here is display the video, picture, and map both. All right, so I prefer this one. And display in priority, so related video and picture can be displayed. All right, and default stream type of the linkage video, so substream by default. And also the content display order can be added here. And about the alarm sound, so by default it is local audio files. So you will see that this is about the high priority alarm and this is medium. So if you have some customized, if you have some audio file you prefer to other WAV file, then you can click upload. Okay. If you want to hear the sentence like alarm, alarm, then you should switch from the local audio files to the voice engine. All right. If you think that the times of playing the sound is too long or maybe too many times, then you can switch to 2 times or 1 time. Also, we have the custom toolbar here. All right, here. So export or go to alarm search and disable. So if you want less icons, maybe only forward or export. Okay, save. So we also need to restart or switch the users to apply the settings. Okay, that's all about the real-time alarm. Now let's see how to check the historical events and alarms. So in the event and alarm search module, first you can have an overview. It gives you an overview of the event and alarm distribution. For example, the top 5 events type or alarm categories, and the top 5 and alarm areas to help you have analysis about the event and alarm information. And also you can click settings to customize event types or categories to be calculated on the overview page. But if you need to check the history records with details, please click event and alarm search. Define the time period first, maybe yesterday, and trigger alarm. So if you want to search the events, then click not trigger alarm. But if you want to search the alarm, then choose trigger alarm. All right. So for example, enable the filter conditions, acknowledging status, yes. All right. And also if you want, you can enable the marking status and priority, maybe high. And this is my filter conditions, and choose the area. And triggered by, this is about the event. All right. And if you still remember the event and alarm name, then you can click here. But if you don't, actually the matched records will also be displayed with the fuzzy search mode. All right. Click anyone, the name of the searched event or alarm to view the linked alarm picture or video, and the details of the operation records. For example, acknowledge, or maybe ignore, or maybe forward this alarm information to other users. So if the event and alarm is not acknowledged, then you can select the alarm category or enter the remarks and click acknowledge on the details pane. But if the alarm is acknowledged, you can click, mark as unacknowledged to cancel the acknowledged status if you need. Okay, so after you click that, you can also do re-editing to the piece of alarm information. And if you think this alarm information is important, you can also click mark and mark and mark. All right. So if you want to export the details of the specified event or alarm to the local PC, then click export. Choose the file, Excel with picture or not, or maybe CSV or maybe PDF. So I will choose Excel or including the picture information. And also you can go to the task center to find these records, okay? All right, double click. This is the capture picture, but there is no picture captured. But if you want to check the details with the alarm information, then click the Excel file. And you will see the mark status, the name and trigger alarm or not priority, and the time. So details in this Excel file. That's all about the alarm operation working on Control Client. Thank you for watching.